day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by welcoming everyone who's come here to be part of this big initiative. And before I can start with everything, because we know how to follow the right precautions and adhere to COVID-19 rules, let me call the lady in the name of Cindy to come and give us an item.
It all comes down to love. It all comes down to love. I am because you are. We are one big family.
Thank you so much. Allow me to welcome Mr. Calvin Kamogelo Mogajane, man of the moment.
Thank you so much, Ausmesi Mutaung, and then thank you to all people who managed to attend this wonderful event, Strong Women Book Tour launch with Calvin Mogajane and Maru Productions as South Africa celebrate Women's Month. Thank you.
He has taken my words. I was intent to introduce the purpose of the day, but nevertheless, he has just made life easier for me. Purpose of the day today, we are here to celebrate, in fact, the launch of the book that was written by Calvin Kamogelo Mogajane that has been called Strong Woman, of which is a tour that starts today. Most of us wants to know who Calvin Mogajane is. I'm going to have a quick talk with Calvin Mogajane because I don't know him so very well. I want to know more about him, exactly who is Calvin Mogajane. Calvin, I've got a lot of questions to ask you because we cannot start moving without knowing who you are. I just know you as a person individually so I just want to know who is Calvin Kamogelo Mogajane.
Thank you again, Ausmesi. My name's Calvin Kamogelo Mogajane. I was born under the disease called glaucoma that led me to be blind. So I started my primary school at Busile primary school. Then I went to Philadelphia secondary school, and then I completed in 2018. Then I went to do my computer studies as at South African National Council for the Blind, where I launched my book, and also now I'm a student at TUT. I'm studying language practice. I'm again the young aspirant blind author, already published 3 books. I'm again I'm again a direct play, which is I've already launched 4 stage plays. I'm doing motivational talks in different events or seminaries, and also a keyboardist or a pianist. Thank you.
So much talent. You've talked about a lot of things in a short space of time. I just want to know, how old are you? Because you've talked about so many things in a short space of time, and maybe you are 32, 42. Can I please get your age exactly?
Okay, I'm 21 years old. I'm 21 years old. The problem is that I was engaged in this industry at a young age. My first book was published when I was 15 years old, and then the second one when I was 16 years old, and then the third one when I was 20 years old, which is my best project
On your
called
biography, I
Strong
saw that
Woman.
you've written a book called Sibata Khomo, and the other one is in Mpepu in Sotho language. But most of all, there's this one which is so amazing that says a strong woman. And on that book, I've seen the cover, it has written or maybe put a picture of a woman. Can you please tell us who is that woman? Is that your wife or your friend? Just give us a clue as to who is that woman.
This woman there, the cover of this book, Strong Woman, it's my mother. It's not my girlfriend, it's not my friend, but my mother. Yes, I know she is beautiful, so sometimes you can think is my girlfriend, but no. So I used her as the face of the women. Um, yeah, I used her as the face of the woman. Remember the book? It's not the memoir, but it's only a traditional book that deals with polygamy inside of it. So I used my mother as the face of the women to represent the challenges that women faces in South Africa. Remember, we have gender-based violence, all different kinds of challenges that women face in South Africa. And I am so.
When I was busy reading your book, I've seen somewhere talking about I don't know, is it going to be a personal question to ask that your mom has been married in a polygamy marriage. So I just want you to give us a short summary as to how is that motivating you or keeping you, knowing that your mom is in the polygamy marriage, especially in this time of the month whereby we celebrate Women's Month and even gender-based violence that we are facing. Is it easy for you to accept that your mom is one of those women who's been married in the polygamy?
Let me just put this. Let me just put this topic this way. My mother, it is not actually the strictly she was married in polygamy, but what happened is that her first husband died in 1996, and then she met a man, which is my father. Then they decided to form the relationship, but due to traditional ways of life, my father couldn't manage to marry my mother. But the first wife of the man, they just agreed that because of the traditional challenges they are facing. So we can't just actually regard it as polygamy, but most of the people see it as the polygamy because, well, as I used my mother as the cover photo, so people think that the book, it strictly talks about them, my father and my mother, but this is not the challenges that my mother experienced in the book. Yes.
I just want you to tell us what has inspired you to be an author, young as you are, because I think you've got almost 3 books now being written by you. What has inspired you, or who inspired you?
I started to realize my talent when I was 13 years old. So what happened is that I just felt in love with drama. So I started to do dramas, and in you see these things of just recording things and sending to the people. So what happened is that one day I was listening to one of the SABC radio station called Tobela FM. So my role model is Happiness Tomomaka. As I'm saying, I always acknowledge him in my my writing or in my documentaries that I do. So he introduced a feature in his show called Murimogolo. So the name of the feature was Chakapuku. So what happened is that on the show is that they read different novels. So I was inspired by the novel that he introduced called The Down Second Avenue, that was written by Eskia Mpahlele. I just thought, man, maybe Linda, I can try something to see if ever it can work for me. So what happened is that I went in the industry. So unfortunately is that I couldn't manage to make it due to some problems. So I met Deho Creative Writers. That's where my talent was now discovered. I was now publishing my first short story books. Barking. Sebatagom. Yes, it was titled Sebatagom. It has 11 short stories. So yeah, that's how my talent was discovered. Although as a blind author, people think that you can't make it. You're just taking chances because they think you're printing only in braille writing. Fortunate part is that we use normal print to print our books. So this is the time to correct them.
You know, you make me laugh. You speak with confidence when you talk about your books, and of which most of people we are so happy about your achievement. You have achieved so much in a short space of time. I just want you to tell me, Gamu, because you know I call you Gamu, Mr. I mean Happiness Tomomage. Is he aware that you are following you, or maybe you love him, or he inspires you?
Okay, I'll space him down. As it is difficult to reach celebrities there, I believe he's not aware. He's not aware of that thing. But I'm just hoping that one day he will read one of my books, especially this one, Strong Men, because that's power. So I believe he will be aware of there's someone who follows him in different shows that he hosts on Tobela FM. Then, and that time I would be more grateful because of meeting your role model. Meeting your role model, it's something that it's big because it is said that life is hopeful for the living. So I'm just hoping that one day I will know this person called Happiness Tomomake in person.
You know, there are a lot of things which are happening now, especially stigma and discrimination. I just want you to maybe to tell us, did you not experience any stigma and discrimination because you are a blind person? Maybe people think that because you are blind, you cannot do this, you can do that, like being stigmatized because of your blindness.
Yeah, I was amazed many times, many times. I mean, you know very well that most of the people who we call them normal people. I don't know why should they use the normal people because we are normal, but the problem is that we don't have load shedding. So we impacted in load shedding. So that's the whole part. I mean, we just only at stage 100 where it's a permanent you can't see. So people think that if you're blind, you are crazy. So it's a stereotype that most of the people have. So I remember one day, someone would look on and he was like, Eju, ska tshwara diman, o tlo o betha jo." So I would be like, so this person think a ke tsebile. And I was like, oh, okay, this is something people obviously ba shetse ba na le sona in their mind. So I believe it's the right time to correct them that it is not because of I'm physically challenged, or yeah, let me just put it as a physically challenged, because we can't just say because of I'm blind, then I can't do some other things. I can think, I can reflect, I can act in everything that I do. It says that there is a you in you that makes you to be you because you are you. The problem to me is that I can't see. My bulbs are off. That's the whole part. But I can think, I can do things on my own, I can cook by myself. Those things. So I believe the right time will come whereby we should correct the mind or this myth.
You know, you've talked about something that has inspired me. That says I always tell people that there's a you in you that makes you be you. I'm so inspired about such statement. But most of all, I just want you to tell me the challenges that you have faced previously while working on this book, Strong Woman, because I know that there might be challenges that you did face previously before your book can come out. The challenges that you did face up until today.
Okay, thank you again. Remember, as an author, you need to research. You need to research and be thorough in your researching capacity. So the book, remember the book, it's deeply into tradition. remember, if you look at chapter 1 of the book, it says KwaMhlanga is the smallest village in KwaZulu-Natal. So it tells you that culturally, the Zulus are still following their traditional thoroughly. We're not saying the other languages, but them, as you can see them, they express themselves in poetries, in any way. That's why so that's why I decided to check, oh, these people still follows culture. So I can take the place KwaMhlanga Lingana and put it on the book Strong Women, and make sure that the appearance of Trevor Kumal, which is the main character in the book, it's in their traditional ways of living. So there were people who we were arguing about, hey, the Zulus are not doing this, the Zulus are not. So we decided to do a thorough research, and then we got that Calvin, you can continue and write this book. Use the KwaMhlanga Lingana place as you write this book. So I continued using those things. That was only the challenges, and most of the people loved the book. So unfortunately, the time Isanzo published, we had different challenges and whatsoever. But at long last year on the 2nd of December 2019, which is I'm proud of this day, it was published because of the 3rd of December, it was a National Disability Day.
Mr. Mhajani, I want you to tell me what has encouraged you to come with the title Strong Woman.
As someone who cannot see, you see, I regard my mother as a strong woman. To face these challenges of in different challenges. All right, you see, people are talking outside there. Is gonna be a burden to you. So I just my mother explained those stories and those challenges that she faced in different family issues, in different working relationship between her and my father. Then I regard my mother as a strong woman. That's why look at, if you go in the table of content of this book, there's different challenges if you read the book. As we continue with the tour, we will be doing the synopsis of different chapters. People will understand why Negi title the book Strong Women. But I'm still saying the book, it's not all about my life. Sorry, it's not all about my life, but it's a non-fiction that faces the challenges that women face in the polygamy traditionally. So, yes.
You know, Calvin. It says I've seen somewhere where it says it honors those who suffered for success. Can you please elaborate in that?
Okay, thank you. Look at the preamble of South Africa in the Constitution. It says that let's honor those who suffered for freedom or for success. So I took the slogan. I did history in my previous secondary level, where they told us about the Women's March that happened in 1955 on the 9th of August. Those people suffered a lot. That's why I in this month or this month I will start or each and every month of August, I'll start the tour called Strong Women to celebrate them. They suffered for success up until remember, most of women are oppressed because of I could say their appearance or because of their emotionally destroyed kabila. So I honor them, especially because of maintain this situation. It is just that we can't exactly, or people can't exactly see hore basadi ba kgatha tema e ka kang bophelong bya rena ka moka bana banna go gola byalo etc.
Ntate Mhajani, I understand that you do have a twin. I understand that you do have a twin, but your twin is not blind. And he has played a major role in ensuring that your book, Strong Woman, becomes a success. Or he helped you a lot in making sure that you continue and finish this book in a good way. Can you please tell us more about your relationship with your twin and how close are you?
The relationship with my twin, Edwin Tsegofatso Mogajane, it was disturbed. It was disturbed, yeah, because of my blindness. Because I had to go to the special school, so that connection was died. So because we were far, and then remember get like amraga all the terms, 3 months, 4 months, kisa money. But I went like secondary. We tried by all means to rebuild our connection, and the parents helped. So the books Watahomu and Mpepu. That's where he helped a lot. Remember, it is not easy to ngwala Sepedi mo computing, right? So utushije like in terms of go ngwala ka Sepedi mo computing and le gore be fetse submit you and all the contract that I've signed. But Strong Woman, I'm proud to say I'm the one who wrote Strong Woman using my skills of computer studies to make sure I accomplish this goal of publishing this nice novel called Strong Woman.
I'm so inspired and honored. So I just want to know something there. Because people, they say you are physically challenged, but I don't know how. Is there any plans of you getting married in future?
Kinyakonyala. Kinyakonyala kiveli msari le bana usmisi at long lasting. What's at long lasting if ole monna wa gola man. Wa gola le wena you end up o nya go fetja ona le mosadi le bana ba le motho. What's go bosiwa go ona motho wa gago mara. Bialo. So as a man, Lina Kinyakobona give to that point. Lina, I have my DLC there. I have my little no there. Yeah, I mean like Lina give a happy, but my wish, in this part, I just pray Kibeli ngwana lore atloba physically challenged. Kibeli kore o ile bona re go monati wa go hlokomela ke ngwana gago a go tswere ka letsogo like ke tlhoke ba lebella people ba tsamaya le ba bana ba bona ba tswere ka matsogo le nna ba mpitsa papa Calvin ke le go staging ke le go staging ngwana ka lebeletše. That will be nice.
Calvin, ke a go kwa Papa Calvin. I think you want to be the change that you want to see. Ke a bona la more like you've got a partnership with Maru Production. How did you end up being with Maru Production?
Maru Productions, yay, yeah. Ne. So what happened is that I did my interview with Thobela FM. So after doing my interview with Thobela FM, they approached me, Maru Productions, and then I didn't know my friend Charlie Marobela was one of the companies because in different events that I've been hosting, jadi drama and whatsoever, using my SASA card, obviously. So what happened is that, after the interview, Charlie Marovela called and then said, "Hey, bra, so what's your plan? No planning for this tour?" And I'll be like, "I can shoot that tour. No." Like, there's a company where I'm working with my brother called Tami Marovela. So we're working. We make sure we documentary. So every documentary, I'll be like, "Learn everything, man. You just being curious. What would you share? So fortunately enough is that we met, we built the team. Calvin Mogajane and Maru Production presents Strong Woman book program. Then we worked together, and I believe we're still gonna launch most of the dramas. I'm still gonna create the script for them. This industry. Remember, it is not easy. Mole fasting go bona motho le gore a bone a le go TV a bapala Now one day, I want to see myself titled John Mugadi, the main character on some of the scripts, not stage, mokasini, but on different TV shows, SABC, those private companies, Womzanzi, multi choice. Yes, one day.
With this book, Strong Woman, Papa Calvin, what do you want to achieve? Strong Woman, what do you want to achieve?
I believe and I think this is the time to show the true reflection of women. I mean, to all the mothers. This is the time to show them that these people or these women are the providers or are the providers of hope, support, trust, and the richness of ecstasy or emotions. This is the time to show that these women shape our world with their love. We should live under the shoulders of the warm blessing of their love. So I want to install, I can say install, but I know we're not talking about the computers, but install these memories. They are blessed. They are wonderfully made. And they are loved. And I believe one day they will see that part. This is the right time. Like I'll be surprised to banna ba khan le solva ditaba byang bana. Kalihu. That death should not become our second skin. So this is the time to end this myth. I mean, South Africa, it's one of the countries as gender-based violence. Why? The question is why. I mean, Ronaldo problem into deeply into emotions, but this is the time to control ourselves and sort things thoroughly by thinking, reflecting, and acting after everything you do. Thank you.
You've touched the topic that I wanted to ask you about, gender-based violence. Hence, South Africa is facing a big challenge of gender-based violence, where kids are being raped and killed, women are being raped and killed, and your words in terms of men of today or men who are committing such offenses, what can you say to them? Because it is a major blow to our country.
I would like to say to all women or to all men out there, this is the time to protect our women. This is the time to protect our mothers. This is the time to listen to our parents. And then let's not test each other's emotions. Let's solve things accordingly. We need to solve things accordingly. You will see in the book Strong Women, there's a different challenges, but look at the man Trevor Khumalo or Ufelitsi Gokai. Ufelitsi ale paralyzed, go chapter 12. Look at what happened. You will see what happened. If you're going to follow us on different YouTube channels, the synopsis, you will see what's the revenge ya banna ba ile gore ba bolaya, what's the revenge ya banna ba ile gore ba betha basadi. Gape mosadi go mmetha ka se dipethele ya go na le ba ile gore vele ke di giant ba ka dipethele, but not all of them. We need to treat them usana le mai. Hele le ka wela fase le a phatlo. Ho ka re sorry a le boele la ba sharp. We need to change the myth ya banna ba ile gore ba bethana ka montle. Thank you.
I now know who Calvin Kamogelo Mogajane is. My words to you, Kamogelo, is if God can take you from January to December, meaning He can also take you from shame to fame. He can also take you from insult to results and also from sorrow to glory. He can take you from disgrace to His grace, from labor to favor, from mockery to victory. With these words of mine, I'd like to say to you, may the good Lord raise you from glory to glory. Thank you, Abuti.
Thank you so much, Ausmesi. Thank you so much. And they managed to attend this a Strong Woman book program. Calvin Mogajane partnered with the Maru Productions. Thank you so much.
Can I please have a round of applause for Mr. or Papa Calvin Kamohelo Mogajane as he leaves the, the podium? Thank you so much, Papa. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome Thabo Dibe, a friend to Papa Calvin, as he comes to join me here on the stage. And Dr. Thabo Dibe, I want to know, when did you meet Calvin Mogajane, and how do you know him?
Thank you, Miss. Na Calvin Mogajane, I met him go primary school, go Bosele, ka 2004. I wouldn't say we were friends, but I would say we were enemies. I didn't like the guy, and the guy didn't like me. But as time went on, we became close and became best friends.
What do you like most about him, or what is inspiring you that he is doing that has kept the friendship so strong as it is now?
Ntonaga inspire too much because we have something in common, drama. He taught me a lot of things. By the time Gitlo entered the drama industry, he was the one who he pushed me. Against Adilong, I introduced Mr. Philemon Jale, and for the books you long reading Wadili, but now I find it difficult because of it's not my field. But more longer than thing, I was there and I'm still there.
My last question. O ka mmotsa eng wena ka di-achievements tse ena a nnileng le tsona, especially being an author ya dibuka tse 3, the latest one re ke Strong Woman. O ka mmotsa eng?
I'm so proud of the guy. I'm so proud of him. And I would like to say, Ntwana, if you see an opportunity, grab it. And don't just grab it. Understand? I used to tell him, boy, we will shine together. And I'm so proud of him. I wish to see him on TV, but not just him, but with me at the back.
That was Mr. Thabo Dibe, a best friend to Mr. Calvin Mogajane, or Kamu, as I call him. Let's just give him a round of applause. Very much impressive. Without any waste of time, allow me to welcome Principal Pete as he come to join me here on the podium. Let's give him a round of applause. Ntate Pete, I just want to know from you, being the principal of the school where a good product is why in thing, how does it feel in you?
Yeah, it feels very good. And thank you very much for inviting me to come and say some few words on this guy that is very notorious and naughty in his own in a way. It is very much interesting because the motto of my motto is let us educate them, and then let us make them to be employable. Let us make them to be able to be accepted by people. So that is my motto, as well as we combine our mottos with that of the school. It is a very good thing because I only started working here in 2018, and then that is when I found that there is this boy by the name of Calvin, who was always coming to my office asking questions, asking things and all that, and pretending to can see the way, even though he is blind. So it's a good thing to have a product coming back to our school, and then so that we should also motivate others to that.
Without any waste of time, just the words of inspiration or advice to him as we see the path that he's at now.
To motivate a person who is motivated, it is very difficult. Because we only took for where he is asking for help. That simply says that he is highly motivated to an extent of him motivating other people. and then also making us to be motivated, because some of us, we are even afraid to can start to write books, but he will always say that, sir, you are, he called me by something, I forgot what he used to call me. You have talent, you can still do it. So he acted as our motivator instead of us motivating him.
With these few words of mine, words from the principal, I would like to say thank you. Thanks for your time. And let's just give him a round of applause when he leaves. Thanks, Mr. Pete, for your words of encouragement. Allow me to call Maropeng Arts Council representative, Mr. Parapara, who knows Calvin very well. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Parapara or Mr. Jack Manaka, I would like you to tell us, or KBS Sokal Lemila La Gaila Spade. Ntate Calvin Kamoral Marajan, le Mutsiba Juang.
Bela. Gagas Talushorin na Parapara, Genete Parapara Shalifi Manaka, Hoja Maroping Abuntate Mogolo Community Development Support. Calvin Morajane, Muzilla 2018, Kitlega Moscolonsa, Philadelphia. Ikushaka bozoring and Banawalinga fa batabana would chali, we looking a Rona Shomakadi outreach programs. Kumugilaga Hono Kopale, Mem Lydia Makubela. Kilaka get Chalushaka Banaba Muscolozamo, Abam Pojaga Calvin Letao. Kikopanakal Wanaka 2018. Program really idea Kamu Skolong Hojolakamus Kolong Jolagontegua. Related outreach, you go packing at KK. Raya di coming. Ilo wana go tšwele tša talente ya Calvin le Thabo. So se ke ile ka selemo ka Calvin e be e le a director ka mo sekolong ka mo gagologolo baswa ba le ka mo. Go bona di-choir, go na le dinaka ka dinako tše dingwe ba ya di-staging for the drama. Go tloa 2018 go fitlha le kgono le nna le Calvin re santse re tshwaragane ka mošomo o loreng wa o šoma wa industry ya bogao le setšo ka mokgwa ke mo tsebang ka gona.
Ntate Parapara, ke a kwešiša le tseba go fitlha kae. Fela go na le dilo tše dintši tše Calvin a di dileng tše le gore batho ba bantši ebile ba bolela ka tšona, le nna ko mongwe ba bolelang ka tšona. Talente tše dintši tše a nang le tšona tše Modimo mo fileng tšona. Ebile e le gore e ntshwere botse kudu ke buku e ngwetseng gong jwale ya Strong Woman. O ka mmotsa wa reng ka yona buku ba reng ke Strong Woman. Re lebeletse dilo tša gender based violence tše leng gona mo le gore batho ba basadi ba betelelwa ebile ba tlhokofatšwa. O ka mmotsa wa reng yena ka buku ya gage ya Strong Woman.
Kušišo ya ka ke goreng buka e tloa e kwagala le mo ditsebeng tša ka ge ebile a mangwe a mananeo ao Calvin a le kwa tšweletša fao ke a le rena re a sepetšago ko social crime mo le goreng maponesa ke dumela gore ba tlamehile ba tsebe kudu ka buka goreng buka e botlhokwa goreng social workers ba be gaufi le yona ga mo le setšhaba ka kakaretšo ba tsebe gore buka e tloa e bolela kudu ka matla a mosadi e le goreng o na le matla empa fela banna ba tloga ba le kgatlhanong le matla ao mosadi a nago le yona e bine le botlhale bjo mosadi a nago le bona bjalo ke duma e ke o ka rena ba re le go fa rena re tšee buka re tlo kgone go e sepetša gabotse e kgone go kwagala gabotse le ko setšhabeng kwa ba tsebe gore buka e gona ebile e ka fa molaetša o bohlokwa kudu go bao ba sampanego ba na le kgopolo ya goreng go betha mosadi le bana ke yona solution empa ge le nna ke le Parapara go tšwa Maropeng a Botatemogolo Community Development Support ke dumela le buka goreng e tlotloga e kgatlha le yena Minister Nathi Mothetwa go tšwa ka mo Lefapheng la Arts and Culture.
Ntate Parapara ke a go leboga o boletse go tlala seatla ga o sana gore nka tšwela pele ka reng re mo lebogile a re mo feng matsogo ke a leboga. Allow me to call Dr. George ga a tla tlo ntjoina mo ke leng mo teng. Ke a leboga. Dr. George ke businessman wa ka mo Tshwane ka mo ebile ke board member ya ka mo Soshanguve Community Radio Station. Ra go mogela ke na le dipušo tše pedinyana fela tše tharo gore how do you know this man of his own caliber, man of multi-talents, Mr. Calvin Mogajane?
Ausmesi, thank you very much, Ke a leboha. I don't know Mr. Calvin. This is the first time I meet him today in person, but I know his work. What actually got me here is the fact that Calvin gathered the people who actually surround him with doing good. And that's what actually inspired me to be part of Calvin. I met him through Mr. Charlie Marobela, who we've been together for the days of my the Pick and Pay days when I was still the owner of the Pick and Pay. Secondly, when he spoke about Philadelphia, I've got a relationship with Philadelphia because when I started my business, one of the schools that I donated to was this school. And when Calvin was associated to this school, I said, I've been looking for this, something like this. He's been at Bosele. I did lots of projects in Bosele with the then First Lady, Ya Limpopo. I'm sure by the time Henekileko Ninsaba Hola Hola, but they will remember the man who was taking a very long cake at the Bosele school. So I am socially responsible when it comes to people wanting to help other people. Then you must know you've won me. And that's what Calvin did. Calvin is not seeing himself as the person who is on the receiving end. He's a doer. And as a result of that, he is an inspiration. I don't want to say he is physically challenged because he's not physically challenged. Okay? He's visually impaired. So during the week, we had a session where I invited Ntate Babsi Mlangeni. And Calvin's challenges is Ntate Mlangeni's challenges. Where people don't see the people visually impaired as being normal. Calvin, and Calvin, he is my leader. They will ask me, Onyaka, like he can't talk. In the case of Ntate Babsi Mlangeni, ohudile ke motho lo reng Calvin, that question one day o be le family. Ntate Mlangeni has got family o na le bana. And the people will always make reference to his children hore Ntate Mlangeni, why ana le bana ba pila so ba ma yellow bone mara asabone. And then he will go back and say kante bana ba irua ka matlo. You know, so it's those dynamics that people are educating us, the able-bodied people who think that because of certain hiccups, physically, I mean, those people are lesser human beings. It is not like that. We are disabled. Ntate Calvin, if he can say to us, he's going to be the only one he's going to leave this room as a single thing. So thank you very much for being part of this panel. And thank you very much for the opportunity to be part of this. For me, coming here, more Philadelphia, which I've been, I think sometimes last year, Ntate Babsi, Steve Kekana, and with a young girl, Anne Matzo, she's got no limbs. And this is coming back home, for me. And I will really appreciate people like Charles, who, I don't know why he respects me like this, and he trusts that, if he involves me in something, I will never disappoint. So I'm part of this until this book, A Strong Woman, it's imparting mixed feelings. It's nice, but somewhere along the line, it's touchy. If I was a person with a tear eloring emohaufi, I will be really tearing. So there's a lot of questions again. Let's on Calvin. Tse di tsamaelanang le bomme le GBV, okay? So I've got lots of questions. Say Loren ke na le tsona. I'm gonna take chapter 1, 2, 3 because ke tsona tse Loren ke I want to shake him on there. Bomme bale basadi ba ntate Khumalo ba. Thank you very much.
Dr. Joseph o boletse go tlala seatla. Ibile ga sana mafoko gore nka tswela pele, but I really assure you gore part e batlang ya gender based is still coming. Ye tla ntate mo ga jaanong assure le gore is going to be there before this tour ifela. We would love to have you on the panelists discussing this gender based violence. But most of all, thank you so much. Thanks for being part of this big initiative, even the commitment that you have and the assurance that you did give us, Hore, you're going to walk with us in this path up until the last end. Up until the last end. And I thank you so much, Papa. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. And at the George Lebogile, Mr. Calvin, together with Maru, good people give happiness. Bad one give experience. Most ones gives lessons. Best people gives memories. And I think it's what is going to happen at the end of this tour. And my last word is that never hate haters, but respect them, because they'll always be there. We'll always have criticism, whether we like it or not. But let this be the beginning of our journey. People are waiting for the book, and let us give them what they expected. If you want to reach Mr. Mkhajani on social media, Facebook is Calvin Mkhajani. On Instagram is Calvin77. Please, it's a plead. Subscribe to YouTube if you want to see these videos. It's Calvin Mkhajani. With this few words of mine, I would like to say thank you so much. Thanks for your time. And this is the beginning of our journey. Let us walk together in this path. I thank you all.